We are currently in California and are having some windshield issues. We've been having them for a while and we knew that it was coming. So we got a hold of this guy who fixes windshields. He comes pretty highly recommended. And we didn't want just some bum off the street working on it. In fact, the people we bought this motorhome from, they told me the story when they bought it about how they had the windshield replaced. A rock came up and they took it into a place. They replaced the windshield, and then not 15 miles down the road, the windshield was caving in on him, so he went back and then they refixed it. And at the time I was like, oh, that's a good story. But thinking back on it, I thought you must have had some chumps at an RV place fix your windshield who didn't know what they were doing. That's what it sounds like to me, because RV places are notorious for doing a poor job. I mean, the amount of things I found in this motorhome myself that the RV places screwed up that just an amateur person like me could fix. It's unbelievable. So I believe that they screwed the windshield up. At the top right there, the windshield is actually sinking in a little bit right there, and right there on the other side too. It's sinking in the middle. You can see up here on the top right hand corner that it's actually jutting out this way, and the seal is tucked inside. So it's sticking way out this way. Let me show you what the inside looks like. See it from the outside. Right there, you can see that the seal on the inside track is all eaten away. In fact, that's the edge of the windshield right there. Wind literally comes through. Wind and water has been coming through there on that seal on the inside. Second, I can feel the wind through there. I can put my finger inside there. That's coming free. And in fact, at one point we turned and my wife saw the windshield come in and break free from here. In the middle here, we've actually secured some duct tape. We had to, because the windshield was falling in. And at one point, this part separated from the inside on a big turn, and I could have stuck my finger through it. So we're gonna have this fixed today. Now comes the blue. It's like he's got a special caulking gun that distributes it evenly as he goes. That's cool. Does that distribute it like evenly? Is that what that's for?
It's not so important now in a gasket, but with the gluing, it has to run a nice consistent bead.
This gentleman is doing an excellent job. He's fixing some of the little chips and cracks that we have. He fixed them all before he took the windshield out, but then he found another one. You want to fix the chips and cracks before you take the windshield out, because sometimes it takes a lot of force to pull the windshield out, and the crack can cause a giant crack, and then you have to replace the entire glass. Luckily, we don't have to replace the glass. He got it back on track, so glued it in there, did it really good job so far, so we'll see how it works out.
I mostly take care of everything, but now that Josiah's been home more,
Okay, this guy did a fantastic job. I'm gonna leave a link to his company, because he met us here. He met us in Sacramento, and he'll drive around. You know, he'll go far to fix your glass, and he doesn't. When we called other places, we were going to get ripped off for sure, and they're going to do a poor job of it. We wanted somebody who was going to do a good professional job. Let me just give you an example of what's. Whoever had this repaired last, we found out they shoved it full of some sort of silicone, right? And these two panes did not meet in the middle. They didn't meet the way that they were supposed to. There's a giant gap in between this gasket. And whoever put that gap, or whoever put it together, you know, realized that gap was there, and instead of trying to bring these panes together closer, they just shoved it full of silicone, the whole thing. He did not do that. He saw it and he was like, geez, I can't believe they shoved so much silicone in there. He also said that silicone doesn't stick very well, and a lot of people use it, and honestly, he would use it too. But in this situation, now he had to go with something stronger. He has a heated gun that he can use when it's colder, to put like a heated, almost caulking gun for the kind of glue that he uses. But he didn't need to use it because we're in a humid, warm environment here, so that wasn't a problem. But he does it all by himself, and he gets it in there, and he'll explain it to you exactly what he's doing real well. And you can tell the dude knows what he's doing. So Wilkinson glass, I recommend it to anybody. It's all in right now. We're going to leave it set up. When you do get it set up, people say, oh yeah, you can drive away, but I recommend sit for 6 hours. And if you really want it to set up real well, overnight before you start driving, which is what we're going to do. We're going to stay parked here overnight, and tomorrow, in about 24 hours, we'll drive it away. And hopefully the result is fantastic.